Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld, our vanilla run here with no expansions and no mods except the Colorblind Minerals mod, which I think is a good little thing to enable for us. Let's go ahead and unpause. We've just got our 3 people, but we have a possible recruit. Benny here, without the jets, is currently imprisoned. He is neurotic. I hate that he can't dumb labor. So assuming we recruit you, only 2 out of our 4 people will be able to haul and clean, which is far from ideal. But, well, we'll see how we do. Got the warning about need warm clothes. We don't need it now. We're in the middle of a heat wave. It is late summer, though, and we will need a little bit something. But we do have a bit of fur. We're going to get a bit of cotton coming in. Hopefully we can make... I mean, I don't know how cold it gets. Can we see on the world map? If I look at my terrain... So the average low in the winter is going to be -5. Of course, we could cold snap, which would be worse. But -5 isn't that cold. We could probably get away with just dusters. We might not need parkas at all. We take a look at Manny right now and look at the temperature range. Right now, they're comfortable down to a 5. Yeah, below this, they'll become unhappy. And then significantly below, it talks about like the hypothermia and frostbite and stuff. But I don't know how far below that is. But that's Manny with just like a shirt and pants, right? Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what we can do with a duster. Do I want to put down the tailoring bench already? I mean, and you know who's going to be doing the tailoring? Frickin' Michelle, who does frickin' everything. And what I feel bad about is there's a good chance Michelle is going to be recruited as just a melee blocker over here if there's a raid. Like, I think it's a good idea to keep her around with a great bow in general. We might need to just snipe something out in the field, but I think we'll probably give her a knife and she'll have to body block. She's at least tough, and she does have, well, other than the headpiece, you know what? I think we should fully commit. Manny, I'm going to just get you to drop the headpiece here, and then Michelle, where is it? Right there. Do this. I'll clear the forest afterward, so I just want to make sure you ward. So yeah, Michelle has our best body armor, and it is like, it's, you know, flak vest, flak pants, plasteel flak helmet. I don't know if the plasteel makes much of a difference, but she is very well armored and is tough. So is Tomo. Now, if Tomo didn't have the shooting passion, Tomo might also make a good candidate for the melee blocker, especially since you're a masochist. We kind of just need one person to hold them in place while the rest of them shoot. That's just the whole point here. How's your... We haven't really started on your resistance break. It'll take a little while. What are you up to, Michelle? Researching. Okay. Manny smoothing some floor here. A wild man has wandered in. That's interesting. Tomo's got a 10. You know, I think we could probably try to tame Paulo here. No health issues. Fast learner. You can haul. You can also craft, which is good because Michelle... Well, she does have the double passion for crafting, is way overloaded on work. Okay, so we're going to go put a tame. I know you could break. I wonder if we should get Tomo a melee weapon to stab back. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you swap to this. We're going to recruit first, but then you're probably going to do the animal taming. Yeah, I guess I'll turn off your hunting rule here. Yeah, that way if you get attacked, you can just stab back. I mean, I suppose you're going to try to run by default, but I can just override things. I mean, I guess, I don't know, I can go attack. I might want you to flee if there's other types of animals. I'm not sure. Is that plasteel? Oh, that's silver ore. We want to mine that out now. It'll add wealth, but we want it ready before there's a trade caravan. Although, who does the mining? Is it Michelle? Yeah, of course. Who does everything? I don't know if I want to take more time away from whatever Michelle's doing. How'd it go? Failed. So we only have a 17% chance. And when it fails, which is going to fail 83% of the time, there's a 10% chance that he'll go nuts and attack us. So let's call that about 8% chance. So there's double a chance that they'll get tamed before they attack us, but I don't love them odds. But what are you going to do, huh? I think we're going to have to try. I'm sorry, we have negative progression towards the next level. Negative? I know skills can decay if they're not being used. I don't think you can lose a level from it. Or I don't know, maybe you can. Maybe this is part of it. Well, at least you're going to get in a little bit of practice or something. Now, Again, at the risk of overloading Michelle, let's get a tailoring bench started. Actually, we can go a little further in, because I might want to make my stone cutting benches up here. I wonder if we should start on the stone cutting now. I don't have any projects that are specifically looking to it. I mean, obviously some stone walls would be good for anti-fire stuff. If I was going to expand more out here with buildings, I'd want more stone, but we might make more of a mountain base. Sure, insects are going to be an issue. Well, tell you what, I'll put it in here. I'll put it for beta as kind of a placeholder. And then, yeah, the tailoring bench can be just a little further in. We'll put it there. Just because the rock hauling, we want minimal walk. We've got another ambrosia sprout. So we'll do the same sort of trick where we define a growing zone that... there's another one over here. And then turn off sowing on both of these. I'm going to do a harvest on this heel root here. We grow a little heel root, but we could probably use a wee bit more. No one's got any zone restrictions. Nope, that's looking good. All right, there's the tailoring bench. So, I mean, everyone's got their regular clothing on. We're just going to prioritize dusters. And we're going to do the thing where we turn off the good material. We don't have that level of skill yet. And we're just going to do 3 times specifically. And only one person is on tailoring. The question is Michelle ever going to get around to it? Maybe, maybe I should... This guy was the crafter, right? Yeah, maybe... I don't have Michelle do crafting. I mean, this can be enabled. That's fine. Maybe I don't have her do crafting, though, right now. And, start an unfinished thing. She's busy enough as is. Let's just cross our fingers that we get the wild man. And then Benny had like right, the construction as maybe a pickup. And really good social. Might become our ideal warden here. Oh yeah, Tomo's got no social skills. She's got passion for it. It's going to be a hard recruitment. But then Benny can really help recruit more people. And at least we don't have to do any conversions or anything like that, right? We're not playing ideology, so we don't have to worry about that aspect. Machining tech is done. Oh yeah, for flak armor, I need plate armor first. I don't think we need to rush smoke pop packs, although I definitely want to make use of them this time around. No reason to rush the microelectronics, I think. I mean, a lot of times I like getting the better research bench early, but... And we do have one person who wants artificial body parts, but I don't know we're going to rush it. Let's research the guns first. Probably just work our way up to heavy SMGs. Maybe we could do chain shotguns. Like, we could commit to this short-range combat tunnel for this game, and actually, like, which is sometimes referred to as a shotgun tunnel. And actually use chain shotguns, which excel at short range, which is part of the reason for this setup here. That would be interesting. Even just a couple of the chain shotguns there, and then heavy SMGs later, because they're shorter range too. And this is a mostly short range engagement. We did get some food poisoning. That sucks. We don't have any cooked meals right now, right? I mean, they should all be in here, and I don't see any. That's good. So we don't have to worry about a polluted stack of food. And then who's our cook? Manny. Because we don't have any cooked meals at all right now, Manny. Okay, you're going to have to play chess. I mean, that's great for you. Oh, it is your recreation period. I'm going to force you to do some cooking here. And apparently you are still indeed doing just simple meals. What's your cooking skill at? Still a 4? Yeah, this is where we started too. And you got a ways before it gets better. Okay. But at least no more food poisoning. That's good. Keep smoothing those tiles. For a little bit of beauty, but also some cleanliness. I mean, it is nice beauty, right? Because if we were baking regular floors, it would just be... Does it just break even? Or is it a 1? I mean, a lot of times I build concrete floors with our -1. But it's still better because of dirt management. So here we're going to actually have some fancy floors and slightly more beauty... Just in general, it's pretty low beauty right now. I mean, it makes sense, an awful kitchen. All the food stuff is really ugly. We'll get some shelves, I'm sure, to put everything on there later on, but for now, this is good. And there's nothing to butcher. Bad temperature, yeah. So you butcher slower, but butchering doesn't take that long, so I never seem to mind. Smoothing's starting to come along. What's your construction skill at? At a 10. Okay. Although some of this might get changed, right? Was the idea with Benny maybe taking over. Nice combat skills, too. All right, keep smoothing. Hopefully you don't get too cold in there. Ah, no, you got some hypothermia. Well, that's one of the reasons we are going to need the dusters. We really need the taming to work out. Oh, we're being raided. Attacking immediately. The tribe. A couple of stabby things. Not really too much of a concern. Yeah, we'll just make sure our people are in position. The melee block, so it stops people here and forces them to engage in melee. I was going to say, I just realized, hold on. It's not going to matter. They're just going to die to the traps. Boom, boom. And again, I don't think the stripping of the body here matters too much because it's all just tainted stuff, but we may as well. Come on, get tamed. Get tamed. Get tamed. Ah, dang it. All right. Yeah, I think you'll be a good addition. Hopefully you don't... Benny's gone berserk. Okay. Are you still injured? Not really. Food poisoning. I mean, you're pretty weakened. Okay, Tomo. Just, yeah, you're not going to engage. I want some melee attacks here. Do I let them smash the door first? No, I can probably pop the door. I just want to make sure we don't shoot. So I'll turn off fire at will, which I got to remember to turn on again. Shell ends in place, same thing. Turn off fire at will. Then go here just to pop the door open. Pull back. What? Go here. No, no, no. Ah, damn it, you smashed the door, which is annoying because it resets our assignments. I was just trying to get you through here so that I could punch you. You know, I realized Manny's not tough. Pull you back. We'll bring Tomo in, although I'm going to get you to drop your knife. That's what I was concerned about here. Okay, just go in melee attack. Manny, hopefully you didn't get a real injury. No. So both these are tough. There we go. That's done. Manny, did you fall down? Hold on. No. I want you to fix the door. Okay, if you recruit someone, it does reset their fire at will. That is good to know for a couple of different reasons. Okay. You'll recapture. And then, there you go. Prioritize work in this door. This is the reason sometimes when I do a prison cell, I put 2 doors. One of them gets left open. But that way, when there's a berserk one, they go and attack the one that was closed. But then the one that's stuck open still makes the rooms be properly categorized. So this is not a prisoner room anymore. This is for Manny and Michelle were the pair, right? And then Tomo will grab this bed automatically, but let's make sure to assign you. There you go. And then you're being moved there. All right, Manny, I'm going to wake you up. You've got your own bed. And a medical bed now. Good. Yeah, get your... I mean, the bruises really don't need anything, but at least we're not using up real medicine, just herbal meds. And healing the bruises faster isn't a bad thing. But I could have probably turned off, like, all tending. It's a good idea to manage what medicine people use. Like, because that's the thing. For bruises, what we could really do is just doctor's care with no medicine. But then you got to remember to like enable it whenever someone gets a real injury. So I think just going on herbal as a default is good. And then if someone gets an infection or something, then that's a good place to turn on the industrial. And then later on, we can just run it more when we've got proper medicine production. But we're far away from that point. Anyway, you've gotten your berserk, so you do have the catharsis. But we might want better looking prisoner cells just because... So if you're running ideology, a bad prisoner cell like this has some value in that because they're miserable, it does cause their ideological like belief to not be reinforced the same way. But for actual recruitment, you actually want nice cells Because first of all, you don't want to have people have these breaks. And I think if they're happy, it does help with their recruitment as well. Now, we haven't really planned everything about our layout yet. Rather than make a big square, which I often do, I think I'll just do a long, big central room. I mean, we've got all this space here, but do we really need to use it? I don't know. We could consider, say just aligned on here, we could consider some 5x5 rooms that could even become bedrooms later on, right? But these could be, that's too big, but these could be swanky prisoner rooms. Or it is dangerous to make prisoner barracks because they are more likely to do a breakout, but it doesn't happen that often, and there are other like incredible conveniences for it. What if we just, where the uranium is, make sort of a long-ish room that could be a prisoner barracks for us, right? If we do this, we get a few prisoner beds in here, and we get a few that are marked for medicine. And then, yeah, we just set up like the real door here, and we could put a door here that's always open, or on the other side that's always open. Either way. I mean, it doesn't matter which of the two doors is always open versus not, but just to prevent everything from being flagged as a prisoner thing and screwing everything up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dig this out. We'll get a little bit of uranium for our trouble, I have no doubt. And yeah, we'll look to move things there. A little bit of cleaning. All this was home zone, but let's make sure it reaches. Yeah, no, it didn't reach everything. In fact, we'll do that. I don't think we'll be smoothing these walls. Ooh, hello, some metal there. That's interesting. We'll want to mine that out later, but we're still okay on metal in the short term. Oh, we recruited Apollo. That's great. Oh, that's wonderful. You never broke or anything, which is excellent. Okay. So, we'll turn off the bed rest. The basic tool 1 is fine. I mean, we'll just do this for the animal handling currently. That's okay. And then, yeah, you're here as a crafter. Turn off the art. I mean, you might end up doing it. Okay. And you can research. Actually, so you can't clean. There's someone else who can't clean, but you can haul. You'll probably do this. It'd be nice if later on the researchers could maybe get the bump here so they didn't have to haul, but right now we do still need them to haul, so they can't just focus on that. But this is going to be wonderful. Paolo's going to put on a little bit of clothes. Just pants. I don't know if we have a spare shirt for you. And then you're going to start making dusters. Yeah, because the tribal wear, well, first of all, it's tainted as well, and pretty worn out. We have a tainted parka. We could always force someone to wear that if it's an issue. But I guess what I'll do is I'll put in a bill here for a single button-down shirt. And I guess we're going to increase the duster count to 4 as well. Maybe I'll do this. You will leave the duster unfinished and then start working on the shirt, but then you can wear a shirt. You don't need it that badly, but it'll be okay. Need colonist beds, right. So I'm going to unflag this one as medical. This is still counting as a hospital for now. Yeah, there's still more hospital beds. But then it means Paul has got that. Truck compacted steel. Well, we knew that was coming. Wow, you made the shirt already? Cheapers! All right. Is it here? Normal quality. I mean, you'll end up equipping it at some point. There you go, right there. And then, yeah, you're going to go right back to working on the dusters. I mean, we'll need one for Benny later, too. Oh, we can start doing some little hauls on this stuff. Yeah, mine out the uranium. I mean, I don't think we're going to be using the uranium for anything for a while. Well, we could make some uranium maces. It's less of a priority, because normally, if I'm playing with my my setup with the equipment manager and simple sidearms, then I want the uranium maces for everyone, so they have a melee and a ranged weapon. Here we don't need that setup, but uranium maces are still really good. Against unarmored things, the sharp weapons are actually better, because you can just slice off like body parts and stuff. Like, so a plasteel sword would be ideal. Uranium mace and I don't remember how the combat mechanics work, but I believe they do work better against more armored things. So arguably, like, the plasteel knife might be better. Probably not better than uranium mace. Like, if we did plasteel longswords, my understanding, plasteel longswords and uranium maces are the best weapons you could manufacture yourself, right? Obviously, monoswords and all the persona weapons and stuff like that will be better, but otherwise. Okay, so do a door there. We'll do that. And actually, we should make stone beds for the prisoners, yes? Yes. What am I looking for? Stone workers table, which is... We're out of wood. Let's get that. So I want stone beds because you don't fill up your sleep bar as quickly, which means prisoners will stay asleep longer, which means they're less likely to cause some trouble. So that's the idea with that. Little roof over there. Yeah, that's fine. And, oh, we should plan on just smoothing the floor. We're not going to worry about the walls. It's not about making this area pretty. It's about dirt management. So we'll also want that smoothed. We might, since we have the freezer set up, actually, we're going to want to go and keep more meals around. Yeah, that's fine. Because, yeah, the meals will no longer rot. We still want to avoid having too many on the basis that it does create some more wealth, but we want a little bit of a meal buffer. Now that we know that they're not going to go bad. Yeah, chop down these trees, and we should now be able to do a wooden stone cutter's table. Oh, wait, I forgot I already plopped down the blueprint for that. Let's do this. Might want to move things around, because I want a chair there. It'd be awkward to fill up this little path with a chair. Not the end of the world, but looks bad. Food poisoning. Well, at least it's only Benny. Although that might lead to a stack. I guess that's the one thing with limiting these, actually, until we get a little bit more cooking skill. We're hoping to still do the ×4, so we'll still have a little stack. But presumably this entire stack is contaminated now and might lead to a lot of food poisoning. Okay, so I'm going to hold this door open. And you're here. Granite, limestone. I don't know what we have the most of kicking around. There's some marble. Let's use limestone for furniture. Granite is harder, so we'll want it for the walls. So we'll start with limestone blocks. Do until you have this. And I think they stack to 75. So if we wanted a couple of stacks of it, 150. I think you make 4 at a time. I don't know. I'm going to go and say 146. So if you have less than 146, make some limestone blocks. That'll be anyone with a crafting job here turned on. Which I might do for Tomo as well. Sure. Although, yeah, if Paulo doesn't have any quote-unquote real crafting jobs from this, which right now we don't have the material for, we might want to do some hunting. I mean, we're not out of raw food. We'll want more meat just in case we get to the point where we can make fine meals. But we might want to hunt just to get some leather. Although we're getting a cotton harvest here. It's not like we have to rush for those, but yeah, maybe. Maybe I put it back on Tomo? We'd have to give you a ranged weapon. I mean, I guess I can just give you the revolver again. And then we'll just hunt some more alpacas. We tame the alpacas. Let's just click a couple just to not keep you busy forever. We can go and put some more in there. We're going to want to plan to route some power out here. The nice thing about the hidden conduits is they're, well, hidden. Therefore, you don't see their stupid lines over here. So we can route through the middle of the room instead of through the walls. Normally, I'm obsessive about running through the walls. And it's still my default. It's my instinct. But if we're doing hidden conduits, then we don't need to because we're not actually going to see them. Run over there because we will need some power. And then, can I already start? Yeah, limestone beds. Yeah, I guess we'll just run along the back here, then we can fit like a little table or something like that. Now, what I'd like is our worst constructor. Because we actually want a low quality bed. And it's whoever finishes it, does it. Here, I'm going to put on a little level 4 construct so I can just grab it. Well, really it's Tomo. I'm going to want to grab Tomo and finish the job with you. So some disturbed sleep, but that's fine. See, somewhat impressive dining room, somewhat impressive rec room, because this is now this. If we stop this from being a hospital, this would become a somewhat impressive barracks too, which might be a positive point, actually. Although this will likely fluctuate, which is dirt. So I'm going to keep this going for a little while longer. You are butchering. Oh, did we hunt an animal way over there that never got brought in? And a rotten one. You must have been attacked by the cougar. Yep. And we still have a little bit of hunting. And if we needed components, and we might soon. There's a few ship chunks. There's at least one in the north too. I don't want to overdo it, but we'll see. Now, Manny. Yeah, okay, you are starting on this, but I don't want you to finish. Work on that one instead. And then Tomo, come over here and finish this. Oh, you're moving slow. Do you have food poisoning? Yep. Yeah, so the botch is a little annoying. I'm going to reset you. So I want Manny to do most of the work because I think he'll work faster. I'll prioritize here. Tomo, finish your chat. Now come over here and finish this. Try not to botch, because that is annoying. A little bit of puking. Yeah, you are working really slow. I'm so sorry, Tomo. My God. Each unit of work is taking so long. Hey, our duster job is done. Ooh, including an excellent one there. That's nice. You're not about to snap. Oh, you're taking over the building the bed. No, I don't want that. Perfect. Tomo. Putting on the duster. No, I'm going to get you to prioritize this. Okay, Manny, you're going to get released. Come on, don't botch. And to be clear, this is going to be a prisoner setup. So if we look at Tomo's normal wooden bed, right, the rest effectiveness is 100%. Okay, and this is awful, which is great, and it's made out of stone. Rest effectiveness 77%, so they're going to spend so much more time sleeping. That's exactly what I wanted here. There we go, and a poor one, 83%. Okay, and we'll turn that off. That's going to be enough prisoner beds for now. So then I'm going to just remove this prisoner spot. And Tomo, who's our warden, should, yeah, escort you over there. Okay, so it's not a great room, but it'll be better than the last one. And then we're going to go and mine this section out and tear that down. There we go. Get this opened up. I think we'll need a little bit more floor smoothing under that, but that's going to be all right. And also we're going to get a wall lamp for you. So you're not wandering in the dark. I mean, you're still going to be pretty miserable, but hopefully a little less so. You're not going to have this left on the ground. Your pain, well, we can't do anything about your scar. Go finish the hunt. Yeah, I think chain shotguns are probably great for hunting because you get quite close. So the accuracy is going to be awesome. Oh, we clearly did some deconstruct there with the components. That's nice. 9 degrees outdoors. Yeah, see, already it's pretty chilly here in the autumn. Now, if we look at Manny, what's your temperature range now? Now you're comfortable down to minus 4.7. So you're comfortable effectively down to the average low. And hopefully you aren't going to get frostbitten if there's worse than that. Although, ooh, what we need now is we do need a heater indoors as well, because we're getting the slept in the cold debuff. So we'll get a heater in there. One heater for this big room. We might need a little bit more. Especially it does vent into here. I guess I don't have the vent into the prisoner room, but it might have to be okay. Oh yeah, the steel from the deconstruction as well, which is good. Excellent. Okay. And you got your light on. Yeah, we'll probably get your table in here too. You're chilly, which makes sense. Since there's no... We might put a heater in here temporarily, because I'm sure we're going to need more than one in this big room. I think I will build a heater. We'll move it later. And then we'll also get you set up with a table and... What am I looking for? Dining chair over here. Boom, boom. Not enough wood. Let's chop, I don't know about that much. We do go through wood quite quickly. It doesn't help that we're filling up the wood fire generator. But mostly I think it's little construction efforts. I do love shells, and I'm sure we'll get them up, but not right now. I mean, the sooner we do it, I suppose the sooner we get the prettiness. Maybe we should. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move these beds here, and I'll go for a 5th. Medical, and then I'll take those down. Let's go and get some shelves up in the middle. Wooden shelves, stone shelves. Again, if there's fire, then the wooden shelves can spread it. I mean, the stuff that's on them I think can burn too, but maybe we should go for some stone shelves. Limestone. Let's do it this way. And we'll link them together, but their default settings should be fine. I think, okay, hold on. We're going to make this important for the food because I think these become preferred. And with their normal thing, meals and stuff will go there. So we want this important, so it's a higher priority. Waiting for that share, but that's fine. And yeah, what we'll theoretically want is we want some of the beds in here to be flagged for medical, so there's the behavior slightly different for some things, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Certainly doesn't matter now. Later on, we might want a dedicated prisoner medical bed. In fact, we might make an actual medical bed if we really want to increase the chance that they survive whatever's going on. And yeah, this way, if Benny goes berserk again, he'll smash this door, but not this one, which will make it, this still count as enclosed prison. It's got his name, that's funny. It'll still count as enclosed prisoner barracks and not deassign all of our beds, which is a handy little trick. All right, we'll do this. This will make this room prettier. By virtue of the removing some of the stuff down there. How's our wealth? It's creeping up, which makes sense. I mean, we're certainly getting more stuff and more people. Oh, we're doing the marriage celebration now. That's nice. And yeah, Benny is starting to be tweaked here. Or are we meeting up? I guess we don't have good space for them to stand in. So it looks pretty awkward. Oh, no, there we go. Beginning the marriage ceremony properly. I guess they were clustering, but now they're actually beginning it. That's great. We should probably get them their own room, but I don't know if we're going to do that. And yeah, this room here is nice and clean. We'd actually add some sterile tile here later just to push it a little bit further. But for now, it's okay. Oh, and I probably do want to smooth these walls here to give a little bit of beauty while we're working on the food. The actual freezer, I don't care as much. But we could do that. In fact, why don't we go and smooth these walls leading into it as well? All right. Marriage is done. You're doing some tile smoothing, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, it's up to Dull. It's not an awful barracks anymore, so hopefully Benny's mood has definitely gotten better. Oh, you're ravenously hungry. I guess our warden was busy attending a marriage ceremony. Oh, and we don't actually have food right now. Oh, okay, we got rid of our poison food stack. So hold on. I'm going to go down the list and do this for all of them right now. And Manny's the cook, right? Let me get you to get up and cook right away. Because we do have our food policy set to... Oh, yeah, Oh, hold on. No, I can change this. These are the two that are for making food with just meat. Because we're doing that to make sure it doesn't rot. Now we want to get rid of this explicitly. Because, I mean, we'll make the simple meals out of anything, although... Oh, no, we turned off the meat, which is... No, that is what I want. I want simple meals, just use rice. I want to save any meat we've got for our fine meals, if at all possible. We could put a generic use anything simple meal at the bottom if, like, things get dire. But this is a default is good. Yeah, hopefully Benny is getting fed properly. We got our stack of 10 meals. Technically, it's going to go up to 11, but that's just because I was lazy with the clicks. Are you still starving? No, but you do have the outdoors need. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, gunsmithing is done. We're to blowback and then gas operations. And then right now, our best crafter is a 9. Yeah, that's good. Paolo not only is taking some work off of Michelle, but is actually currently better. I think that's only a single passion point, right? For the crafting? Yeah, but that's definitely gonna be okay. Should I do anything to grind up Paolo's crafting? I'm not sure if I do. And also, you're not tough. So yeah, we'll just give you a ranged weapon, which I think is going to be this poor bow. I think. Should probably get a shelf that's specific for the weapons. Stash of treasures. Animal pulsar. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to care about traveling out for that. Expires in 24 days. I mean, I guess we can leave it in the queue. But I would be very surprised if I went out. There's your meal, Benny. Research is a go. In fact, we've got enough. We could probably increase our research bench. I wonder, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and expand this zone. Not that we technically need the space, so I'm going to add a little bit more territory to clean. But we are going to need some more space soon. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's go and do this. Going to haul that stuff out of here, please. Resistance down to 10. There you go, Michelle. As always, you do everything, Michelle, but we appreciate you so much. All right, floors are nearly done smoothing, and then you're going to start on walls, which is lower priority. And it'll add some more beauty in this room, too. Not just prisoner. Like, this is a shared wall between the two, and why not? And it's now a decent barracks. Ratty apparel. What are you wearing? I didn't even realize you had any clothes on. Oh, you do have some cloth pants. All right. I guess otherwise you'd be complaining about nudity. So I suppose this is okay. Some more food poisoning. Okay, well, let's redo this. I'll have to keep an eye on things. To try to clear these stacks. Manny's cooking. Yeah, still hasn't exceeded that. Poison. Food poison chance, 1.5. I think we're getting kind of bad luck here. The room's, it's not dirty. Yeah, I think we're getting some bad luck. I don't want to go and destroy the stack of food. I could. I wonder if we can, like, set a rule early on. You can only have, like, single stacks. Like, spread them out single stacks so the food poison doesn't spread. That would be nice. Pull that away. -4 for Paolo. So, Paolo, do you not reach? You do technically reach, but just barely. Getting some hats would also help a little bit. But I can also set up the Parker job. Maybe I should. Let's go... why can't I see it? Parker down here. Let's do 5. We're going to assume we're going to have Benny. So we'll set up a job to make 5 parkas. We might not have the material for it, although we could do a little hunting. Our food situation's fine, though. Do I plant? Well, it's getting late in too late in the season to do a big plant, but we might do considerably more cotton. Maybe I should hunt some more to make sure that we've got plenty of food stored for the winter. Plus, it'll give us some fur. We'll do that. We might do the wild boars as well. I guess I could turn hunting on for... Like, Manny's a good shot, too. Sometimes scary to have more than one person hunt, because sometimes they might accidentally shoot each other. But hopefully that won't happen this time. Oh, yeah, and everyone with food poisoning is going to be moving awfully slow. Is Benny going to get food poisoning? No, he's fine. He actually had a little malnutrition. Still, but all right. That might have been from the earlier time we didn't feed him properly. But yeah, people are going to move out quite slowly right now. You know, I'm going to turn off the hunting. Don't go hunt. It's going to take you way too long to cross the map. Let's let some of this food poisoning go away. Hopefully we don't get a redose of it. But yeah, look. Oh my god, everyone's so pathetically slower. Is everyone food poisoned? Yeah. Well, you're recovering. That's good. Hello? Yeah, no, everyone got it. Whole stack of contaminated food. Maybe we should just be eating some raw rice. Well, it'd be 2% chance of food poisoning, right? Yeah. That's the thing. Once you get to 4 cooking skill, you're technically lower percentage food poisoning chance, but that's still pretty bad. I mean, I guess 1.5 chance per item in a 10 food stack. I guess the odds start to look a lot worse. Yeah, we'll just finish the stack. And then maybe I'll leave it like this. I mean, it's a little annoying because sometimes it screws up our eating. Oh yeah, you would like to try to do a fine meal, but you can't because you don't have the skill. I guess that's the thing I forgot. I don't have to keep messing with the fine meals. In fact, I'll just leave them at the 10. Because by the time you get there, the food poisoning chance is going to be much lower anyway. But yeah, maybe for the simple meals, we should keep a fairly low target. There we go. So that's the last one of those. And then Manny, you're going for a walk. Now I'm going to prioritize cooking. Make another stack of 4 meals, and hopefully these aren't contaminated. All right, a lot of babysitting for the meals, which isn't really what I was hoping to do here, but oh well. This line here is a reminder, is sort of our guide for how we probably will want to expand out this fridge. Just to remind me to not build anything in this area. We're playing Cassandra Classic, right? Wait, why is that dot white? Oh, this is the marriage. Okay, so we're well due a raid. I kind of wish it told us what day it was here. But it was 24, 25. Wait, that's not the date. That's days ago. Days from the start. Yeah. So we don't have a really accurate count. It does feel like we probably could get raided fairly soon. Maybe not quite yet, but probably fairly soon. We'll start to see that again. I don't know if I'm going to go out of my way to mine this whole metal or steel vein right now, but I think it's okay that we're getting a little bit of it. Low back operation. So this enabled auto pistol, machine pistol, really unimpressive. Like gunsmithing over here for the bolt action and the pump shotgun, those are actually like quite decent, but we're going to go here. Chain shotgun. Do we just start by building us maybe 4 chain shotguns? Because we could have 4 people in here with the shotguns. It's fairly low range. It's going to be great early on. The shotguns don't have great sort of armor piercing, but they do big damage. So they're great against weakly armored stuff, which is what we face early. Maybe we just base ourselves on the shotgun and then go straight to assault rifle. Don't do heavy SMGs. Our last run, we just did assault rifle. Last couple. A cold snap. Well, that's not ideal. I'm going to try to force a harvest. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just quickly put plant cut up to a 1 for everyone and reset. Try to get the plants before they die. But currently it's +10, which is good. It'll drop considerably lower than that. The plants will die at -10. Devil Strand's a little bit more resilient. Yeah, we're going to get some botches. And the people with no harvesting skills will get a reduced yield. So all this is pretty terrible. But I don't think I'm going to have to disable the sowing. I don't think sowing is going to happen. But we need to get it done before the plants all froze to death. Go. So reset that. A little bit of a harvest. Oh, you're going to be able to make a parka. That's nice. Oh, and the food poisoning is over. So let's... right, I still have these things set to be hunted. So... I don't think I'm going to set the hunt for everyone, but Tomo and Manny will go and tell you to go out and hunt, please. Set you. -5. I mean, so they're going to be quite chilly outdoors. But, you know, that's one of the reasons we're getting some more leather. And this isn't really about the meat, although we might want to accumulate some more food, especially this harvest being killed off a little early by the cold snap. It might incentivize getting the hunt off just that much more. Benny, how you doing here? 7.5. All right. Have we gotten a trade caravan? Yeah, we did. We did a couple. Well, no, we didn't get trade caravans. We got someone's passing through and might have a few items to trade. We got that twice. But I think that's all, right? See, all the plants outside are dying. -15. And indoors, 14. Yeah, we'll need a second heater. You're totally fine. Just set up a little vent between these two. I mean, that's not really going to save the day. Maybe what I'll do is just set up a campfire for now, right? Rather than build a whole other heater, let's just get a campfire. You know what? I don't want it right next to my stuff. I don't think fire spreads that way, but it feels like it could. Okay, we'll put it here. This placement doesn't actually matter. Manny, I'm going to get you up to do that immediately, please. There we go. We could also cook on this, but we're not going to do that. Still fighting for the temperature. -20 outside. I mean, we don't have a double wall or anything like that. It is a big room, which we're currently expanding. Shack of goodies. Oh, that's funny. We got an psychic animal pulsar and a psychic soothe pulsar. 17. Oh, okay, it's warming up. Still -20 outside. Okay. Now the campfire might be doing it. So yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more leather and more parkas. Visitors with a few items trade. And it's always the same people, these people. Tomo is our chatter, yeah. Get a little closer. Ooh, and we're being raided. They're attacking immediately while we have visitors. Okay. Yeah, still with just the bows. All right. So Tomo and Michelle are my toughies, right? Let's put them together. This is something that people always assume might be a mod or something. No, you can right-click and drag to reorder people up here. It's been built into the game for a surprisingly long time. Let's get you to equip... Well, let me recruit everyone. Manny and Paulo are going to get there. And then the two toughies, equip a plasteel knife and go there. They don't actually have to have a melee weapon. As long as they're physically there, they'll get engaged in melee. I know the Ikwa? Sure. Oh, we might want to swap Paulo to the revolver. And or the excellent great bow. I don't know. I think the great bow does a lot more damage, but DPS might be lower. On the other hand, yeah, that's right. These traps are going to do a huge job. Hello. Some prisoners, huh? Let's do that because we'll need the extra bed. I guess I can release our people. How are you looking here? Death in 3 hours is pretty bad. Someone else with medical skill is always good. You could take over the cooking, leaving Manny to go back to construction. Okay, tend without medicine. What about this fella? Okay, no permanent injuries. Jogger's excellent. Can fight. Could help with some planting and... I don't know, you can haul. Does anyone else have a medical skill out of these groups? No. Michelle, with your 3, you're going to tend without medicine and then capture. And Tomo, I don't remember if I queued up the capture. After you're done the tend without medicine, just to prevent them from bleeding out. I mean, they had medicine right there. I don't think in vanilla there's any way for you to have someone... Oh, you can have them carry medicine. Hold on. That might not be true. Let's have everyone carry one of those. And then, yeah, maybe you can use that. Okay, you're probably done bleeding to death. And even if you're still bleeding a little, you'll get some treatments over there. Oh, just keep you guys on hunt. Medical emergency on Borbra. You've got the extreme blood loss, which is why that is, but you're not going to die from it. And we do need some more trees. Now, the trees shouldn't die from the cold snap. I mean, they get defoliated. I might get some extra wood going on in here. And actually, we do need more storage, huh? All right, let's do... what am I doing here? Build those. Link. And then this one here, I'm going to unlink this one. Because this one is going to be clear all critical for weapons. All weapons for now. Well, we might. I don't know if we have too many for that. Because I might want to have one for melee and one for this. Or I could put a quality limiter, but right now that's... I don't know that we have enough quality to really have that luxury. What I should do is build more of these beds. Do we need a space for people to stand to tend? No, I think they can stand sort of on top of the beds to do it. I think that's allowed. These beds, again, we may have to do a little bit of micro. Put the tick on for Tomo so I can force a right click. And we'll try to babysit this. Oh, you're working on the shelf. Well, the shelves don't have a quality, although that's going to skill you up. Actually, here, let me turn the research up to a 5 for a sec. So you do that rather than the auto construct. And I just want to be able to right click for it. Dylan's rescue, yeah, we weren't going to rescue you. I think because you were quite aged. And we are ageist here. We are also going wickedly over my scheduled time. I don't know why I'm already liking this run. Something about the simplicity of vanilla just really does work. And you can focus on some core gameplay mechanics. At the same time, man, do I love our heavily modded runs so much too. It's just wonderful that you can play Rimworld in so many different ways and still just have an incredible amount of fun with it. Folks, thanks a lot for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.